22 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Temperatures today climbing to 90 degrees. That's not too bad. In Iraq, it's getting to 127 today. Did you see that in the news?
I know. You told me that. That is, wow.
127. Don't ever complain about Florida ever again. Don't ever complain about Florida. We have on the phone Dave White. Dave is a home improvement expert, and he's going to tell us ways that we can cut energy costs and stay cool. He's been on the big ones, Robin, the Today Show, Fox and Friends, the Weather Channel, my favorite one right there. And he's going to give us some tips to keep us cool and keep the electric bill a little bit lower than maybe it's been. Good morning, Dave. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Yeah, I don't use my air conditioner a whole lot, but I think that's exactly the reason. I just want to keep the energy costs down.
Yeah, it's this time of year, especially obviously when you got these temperatures, it's really good to sort of understand where you are in your home and what opportunities you have to really increase the efficiency. Obviously, to save you money, but also to be kind to the environment. One of the things I would probably recommend for you is to do a home efficiency audit. And I know it sounds sort of complicated, but really it's easy. If you just go to ecooptions.homedepot.com, we've got this really great tool for you to walk through the different parts of your home. So whether it's your appliances or your insulation, your windows, all those things, you can really identify those key opportunities for you in your home to make sure that you're being as energy efficient as possible.
What does it do? It measures how much leakage there is or how much sunlight comes in? What does it do?
So basically what you're doing is let's say you identify an appliance, and if you there's a little slider on there, and you slide it over. If you're going to, let's say you add an Energy Star certified appliance instead of an old one, it's going to show you pretty quickly about what you can expect to save with that versus the old appliance. Or let's say you replace your windows with high efficiency windows, it's going to give you that idea. So you can really look at each category and say, oh wow, I could save hundreds of dollars here, or I could save $50.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what one cheap way that we in Florida keep our homes cool is by planting a tree? And now I know that sounds like it takes a long time, and it does. It takes a long time. But the problem is, the catch-22, I guess, is that hurricane season comes around. You get these arbor specialists who say, that tree could fall down in a heavy wind. Next thing you know, the tree's down and they got the sunlight directly on the house again. So it's kind of like weird because we have this natural way of keeping the house a little bit cooler, but then at the same time it becomes a hazard.
Yeah, it could cause problems, and especially in those kind of areas.
Yeah, exactly.
So an easier way, something even easier would be, honestly, I recommend to folks to just put a ceiling fan in a room. And I know probably down where you are, it's very, very common. But a lot of folks, they've taken them out, and you realize really quickly how much they add to your energy efficiency. So you turn your fan on, it creates that nice breeze, and it makes you feel cool. It makes you feel cooler than the room is. So you could actually raise your thermostat by a few degrees. And not even know the difference, and think about over time how much money you can save.
I had heard that if you painted your house a light color, that it would actually be cooler than a dark color. And I think most homes here are a light color. But what is the truth to that?
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I think when you look at the way that the light and heat reflects. If you look at a light-colored exterior, it's going to reflect more of that light and heat, whereas the darker doesn't. So it's just like when you wear a white shirt versus a dark shirt. So it certainly makes a lot of good sense. And painting, a fresh coat of light paint on the house is great. And again, that's another project you can do yourself.
And what is your advice about the drapes for the house? Should we keep them closed during the day to keep the cool air trapped inside, or is it okay to let the sun shine through?
So anytime that you can keep, again, it's about the ultraviolet rays. So when we talk about replacing windows in the house, that's really what you're doing. So the high efficiency Energy Star certified windows, if you replace your old windows, they actually have a microscopic film or barrier on there that really deflects the UV rays and the heat, the same way your drapes would kind of protect you. So that you can actually leave you don't have to be in the dark. You can actually leave your curtains open if you get these high efficiency windows, and they're going to do the same thing. As a matter of fact, they even keep the sun from fading your floors and your furniture.
So we do the test, and give me the website again that we would go to.
It's ecooptions.homedepot.com.
Okay, and so I go through the test. What do you see as a norm? I don't know what would be a norm. A 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. How much savings could we expect?
Oh gosh, it totally depends. So, for example, if you put in new windows, you could save up to $500 or more per year just by doing that.
Oh wow!
Yeah, if you if you put in a programmable thermostat or even a smart Wi-Fi thermostat like this one from Honeywell, you could save a couple $100s a year. So it really adds up pretty fast.
That is a good thing. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you, in my case, and I'm sure that I'm unusual, there's nobody there when I'm not there. So I don't even have a dog anymore. But have had when my dog was alive, my dog died 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
So
sad.
when she was alive, I had to make sure it stayed cool all day long. I couldn't let it get warm, as it gets pretty warm in the daytime here, even though I do have everything else that you're talking about in place. Does the smart thermostat help with that as far as maintaining a livable temperature?
There are the smart thermostats. So you can actually, in some cases, depending on how many units you have, you can actually do different zones. So let's say you had an upstairs AC unit and a downstairs unit. You can obviously control those two separately, and you could close off the upstairs or downstairs, especially if you have a pet. And if you keep them in one area of the home, then it's going to obviously kind of help you control that temperature there.
So can I do most of this myself, or do I need?
Absolutely. So yeah, so from installing a ceiling fan to the Wi-Fi thermostat, those are really simple do-it-yourself projects. I would say for installing new windows, I would recommend using our Home Depot Home Services. The key to that is if you don't install them properly, you're not going to get the maximum efficiency, right? So if you've got gaps or cracks, so my advice would be to make sure you have the professionals do that. But there are many other projects that you can certainly do yourself.
Wow, Dave, thank you for being on the air with us today, and stay cool.
Thanks. So do you. Same to you.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident on this Thursday. Times of clouds and sun with a thunderstorm in spots this afternoon. The high 88 to 92. The patchy clouds Thursday night, low 73 to 77. Intervals of clouds and sun on Friday with a shower or thunderstorm around, mainly in the afternoon across the interior. High 89 to 93. For Saturday, partly sunny. A morning shower or two, then an afternoon thunderstorm. A high of 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. North Korea doubles down on threats against the U.S. territory of Guam.
The state-run media said there would be 4 intermediate ballistic missiles that would be fired over Japan that would be landing off the coast of Guam, some 19 to 25 miles, they say. Still finalizing this plan. According to that state-run media, they say it could be handed over to the leader, Kim Jong-un, within the next week or so.
Fox's Blake Berman, as the U.S. pressures China to turn up the heat. Our Navy dispatching a warship to sail by a Chinese artificial island. And there's a giant inflatable chicken roosting near the White House.
The internet captivated. Folks on Twitter were quick to say its golden mane of hair resembled President Trump. Crowds flocked to take photos, sparking the hashtag, quote, Trump Chicken. The blow-up bird became a mascot for tax marches across the country.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. Fox News, we report, you decide.
The Ford Summer Sales Event is in full swing.
How does one tiny little human need all this stuff? Stroller, umbrella, buckets, shovels, blanket, changing table, jumpy gym, bouncy seat.
Okay, sweetie, can you open the back?
Sure, I'm not holding anything with my foot.
Hands-free foot-activated liftgate, optional on the 2017 Ford Escape, lets you load up without putting anything down.
Wait, isn't the jumpy gym and a bouncy seat the same thing?
Totally different. Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand, during the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry and get our hottest offers like 0% APR financing for 72 months on select Ford Fusion, Escape, Edge, and Explorer models. Plus, get an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Offer ends August 22nd. Best selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 72 months at $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance regardless of down payment. Trade assist cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle. vehicle or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after new retail delivery. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details. Take new retail delivery from dealer stock by August 22nd, 2017.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs. And all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown newspaper online. Coming this and every second Friday of the month at 11 a.m. is Trinity Healthcare Medical Center with your host, Dr. David Kuhn. Trinity Healthcare Medical Center is Ocala's only progressive primary care clinic. Be sure to listen in and also check their website at thcmc.com. Then call them with your questions at 512-0000. That's 512-0000. That's every second Friday at 11 a.m. for Trinity Healthcare Medical Center here on The Source WOCA.
Here is your 30-second news brief. A weather system over the Bahamas could bring heavy rain to Florida in the next day or two. Governor Rick Scott says Florida's economic and job growth are boosting consumer confidence. An Englewood family discovered a 6-foot boa constrictor in their attic after hearing noises for 2 years. Some officials are joining a legal fight over a law that steers money to privately run charter schools. And Disney World is selling rose gold Minnie Mouse ears, and they are a hot property. And that is your news brief from The Source.
If you or a loved one is suffering with knee, shoulder, neck, back pain, or tennis elbow and would like to learn how to get out of pain, go to Regenetic.com. Then listen in on the first and third Thursday at 10 a.m. to the people that give you the regenerative medical solutions to your pain. Regenetic, first and third Thursdays, 10 a.m. here on WOCA 96.3 FM, 1370 AM. The Source, Regenetic.com.
Langley Health Services, located at 7205 Southeast Merricamp Road in Ocala, is a federally qualified health center offering family practice, pediatrics, podiatry, dental, behavioral health, and radiology services. Most insurance accepted, sliding scale for those who qualify, and same-day appointments available until 4 p.m. with board-certified family practice and internal medicine physicians on staff. Langley Health Services, call today, 352-680-7000.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback